Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you yet another video today. But this one, I want to talk about the thing that has made me so happy about the changes, a thing that I've been waiting for since Codex Necrons dropped. They finally gave the Silent King the Triarch keyword, and they changed the Obeisance Phalanx to instead of saying Overlord right here, it says Noble. So let's talk about the things that this opens up. Um, and funny enough, we will be talking about this nerf too, because yeah, it is kind of relevant. If you're missing out on what the points and initial impressions, I made a video probably a couple of hours ago from this one. Yeah, that's already live. But Obeisance Phalanx in your command phase, select one enemy unit. Until the start of your next command phase, each time a Noble, Lich Guard, or Triarch unit from your army makes an attack that targets that unit, add 1 to the wound roll. I got this pulled up. Don't worry about any of this book right now. I'm going to pull that down. And, let's not give anything away right now. Just, looking at this, what do you think we're going to talk about? And it's pretty funny. So first up, the Silent King, the Triarch is the Triarch. Now, I said something with my sleepy brain that I didn't think too much about when I first read the impressions or the changes. Uh, I forgot for a moment because we're so used to everybody just using ignore mods that there is an aura from the Silent King to reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1 if you are within 6 inches of this unit's Xeric model. So, Xeric. Oh man, oh man. Now, it's worth noting first off, all models have the Triarch keyword, including the Triarchal Miniers. So, you have 2 of those Miniers that each come with an Annihilator Beam and Armored Bulk. So, 2, Strength 14, AP minus 4, damage 6 attacks. That means that you're wounding, your typical T12, T11, 10 on 3s, right? But now, if you mark that enemy unit, you're wounding it on 2s. Because add 1 to the wound roll, reroll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1. AP minus 4, damage 6. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty nice. And, if you don't feel you need that, you still have the option to ignore any or all modifiers. So if somebody tries to half your damage and you feel that you don't really need that reroll of 1, and you can go ahead and fire away. Perfectly fine. Also, all models are vehicle, and they're also all Triarch. So once again, let's take a look at Territorial Obsession. 1 Lich Guard or Triarch unit from your army. Until the start of your next command phase, add 1 to the objective control characteristic of models in your unit. If your unit has the vehicle keyword, add 3 to the objective control characteristic instead. So each Mynir goes up to 4, and Xeric, our boy, Sazerac, Sazerac, the Silent King, goes up to OC 9. Just model alone, okay? 9 plus 4, 13 plus another 4, 17. Yeah, that's more than a Norn on the objective. For 1 CP, whenever you need it. Another funny thing that, I don't know, maybe there's a character and their minions around you stabbing your foot. Uh, Now you could already epic challenge, duel, whatever, the one that nobody uses to precision out, but it is still funny that you can do it this way with Suffer No Rifle. Um, yeah, to the end of the phase, melee weapons equipped by models in your unit have the precision ability. Now, I guess I should have it pulled up. But if it is just one character model, then that's different. But now that it's unit, you got a additional 2 attacks to really precision somebody out with those lethal hits. Moving on from Zarek. There's also the fact that we have the Plasmancer ability. An unmodified hit roll of 5 upscores critical hit. Now, this has always been here. This isn't much of a change. But it is funny that you can do that with Plasmancer, Doom Scythe, and for 1 CP, whatever you want, as long as it isn't a Titanic unit. Such as with the Scorpic Lord, who gives his unit lethal hits. Huh. Okay. Lethal hits, critting on 5s, rerolling 1s, rerolling the entire hit roll if you charged, and death wounds. So, you know how this unit is pretty much better in Awakened Dynasty than it is in Annihilation Legion? Yeah, I think it might be even better here just out of that. Now, mind you, Awakened Dynasty, there's a little bit more play in which you can revive models a little bit better, and you get +1 to the hit roll. And there is a stratagem, might as well just show everything off, in which you can increase the strength and the AP. So let's not knock all of that. Thank you to the notification that I don't see on my screen right now. Yeah, a little bit of a jump scare, not gonna lie. So thanks for that. um, make sure my heart's beating. Goodness. You can with Protocol of the Hungry Void. If Necron's character, yeah, improve the AP characteristic of melee weapons equipped by models in your unit by 1. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but if I'm popping death wounds, I don't give a damn what the AP is. Now, mind you, if it's lethal, that's fine, true. But also, if it's lethal, I don't give a damn what the strength is. You see where we're going with this? So, like, it is whatever. But if I'm critting on 5s, lethals, maybe. Since I'm bringing the Silent King around, maybe I'm re-rolling. Well, I'm already re-rolling ones. What I'm talking about? Maybe I have increased strength and re-rolling charge rolls because I'm around the Silent King. Yeah, there's quite a bit of play here for Scorpec Destroyers, of course, with the Scorpec Lord and Obeisance Phalanx now. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also did look at these darn things that did go up in points. The Lokhust Heavy Destroyers that, again, you can reroll wound rolls of 1 and already have access to crits on 5s. So it's not necessarily like you're doing something brand new, but, you know, it's nice that if you take an entire detachment, give it crits on 5s in various ways, uh, things will go down. So Lokhust Lord, Plasmancer's ability, Scorpec Lord. Yeah, you can probably take out whatever you want, and you could just do it on the Enmitic Exterminator, not necessarily bringing the Gauss Destructor because hey, we have this, but a little bit better because no matter what, you're probably wounding on 2s if you want, re-rolling on top of that. So heavy, rapid fire 6, sustained hits 1, crits on 5s, re-rolling 1s, re-rolling wounds of 1 if you're not hitting a monster or vehicle. Yeah, you can. You can, and ignore mods because you're bringing the Silent King. That's a pretty good shout. Then we have, of course, Catan Shards. You know you want to bring a Catan Shard, and usually the Void Dragon, if you don't have a way of getting Nightbringer a little bit closer. Usually. I want to highlight Void Dragon because Voltaic Storm, you could always do this, but now that the detachment is like a real boy, I, I'm a real boy. I wanted to, just highlight that you have Blast, Sustained hits 2, critting on 5s, D6 plus 3, Strength 7, AP minus 1, damage 2. Sustained hits 2, critting on 5s, Blast. And again, the only restriction for is that it's not a Titanic unit. So the Tesseract Vault that you're bringing for a nano assembly protocols can't do it. But everything else is still just a little bit better now. Okay. Transcendent Catan, if you need more like speed for that range, the Transcendent Catan, who also has sustained hits of 1 though, but assault. So that's that option, and also it works in the shooting or the fight phase. So, you know, you know the vibes. Then want to talk a little bit about the Overlords. Now, of course, this was their entire detachment, but because the Overlords are nobles, the thing that I didn't ever think about, the person that you can attach to make this, or maybe I did in a past video and completely forgot, but yeah, Overlords, attach them to some Immortals or some Necron warriors, and then you can bring, whoops, not you, Orican the Diviner. While this model is leading a unit, models in that unit have a 4-up invuln, fine and dandy, but once per battle, at the start of the fight phase, this model can use this ability. If it does, until the end of the phase, triple the attacks and strength characteristic of this model's Staff of Tomorrow, and every successful wound roll made for this model's attacks scores a critical wound. Okay. What if you have +1 to wound on top of that? Well, you go up to strength 12, because triple, with 6 attacks. AP -3, damage D3. Oh, right, dev wounds. So who cares about the AP if you wound? So again, that's just a thing that I don't know. I guess I completely glazed over it when first looking at Obeisance Phalanx. I think I noticed it one time, but I never really thought about it. And again, that's against the dedicated unit per command phase. But you know, some armies just tend to do that, where they get a little bit stronger against one enemy unit in their command phase, and it just works. So there's that. And then I did bring up Trazyn the Infinite, because now you don't need to attach him to Lichguard to benefit from the detachment. Um, I highlight Trazyn more so out of love. I think we all like Trazyn as a character, but as a data sheet, maybe not so much. But Trazyn is a noble, so you can now uh, hit them with Trazyn on sustained hits D3, critical 5s, I guess. If maybe one of your characters gets precisioned out, you can sticky objectives, of course, but like maybe one of your overlords got precisioned out because they really didn't want your unit to have a free stratagem per turn. Uh, or go through walls, I guess. Whatever. You can get Trazyn, get back in there, get in that good fight. So, yeah, now this army has a lot of lethals, a lot of sustains. So of course, crits on 5s is good. Another thing that's just a little bit more interesting that you can bring, Illuminor Szeras, of course, to boost the AP of your immortals that are now going to be wounding a little bit easier because you have that option, reroll ones, yada yada yada, all the things. So yeah, this was just supposed to be a quick video. I don't know how long this ended up being. Um, about how Obeisance Phalanx. I'm looking at you. I've been looking at you because I want you to be decent. I don't think it's not taking down Hypercrypt anytime soon. It's not still probably not better than Canoptic Court, and not better than Awakened Dynasty. And it was already better than Annihilation Legion. But at least it's not the worst option ever. it feels better. That's all I got. It feels better. So I wanted to share just some of the things. Oh, and I guess let's touch on this one. I already made this a dedicated video before the changes went up, but now it's even more absurd to bring the Catacomb command barge to give +1 to the OC of models next to you. +1. So we go 2, 2, that's 4. And then plus another 6, so that's 10. Plus another 4, so that's 20 OC if you have the Catacomb command barge next to the Silent King and pop the strat. I you could, whatever battle line unit is in your face, you can probably flip it. And mind you, that's not even taking into account what the Catacomb command barges OC would be in tandem with that. So it's pretty funny. I like it. It's more of a real thing. So yeah, if you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.